Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you 100% on that. So was this the turning point after this, after you implemented these systems and you had started being more, you started paying more attention to the bottom line and how all the systems worked to get consistent profits. Was that the turning point? And then from there on out, you felt like you had more control?
Well, yeah, it was the turning point in the sense that I had a lot of turning points, but that was sort of the final turning point to get us to franchising because we didn't have enough consistent unit economics across the 12 stores for us to call this a real brand because quality would be different from place to place, but again, more importantly, profitability was different from store to store. Once we streamlined that and recognized that you could produce the same quality product and service and generate the same profits, I said, well, let's consider franchising. I've got a great story there if you want to hear it.
I do.
So I was in Vegas at an industry conference, and I was one of those big ballrooms or whatever, and I didn't want to hear it because I had to check some email or something. And so I left the ballroom, took my laptop out with me, was checking email, and I was at a table where no one else was there, and this guy sits down across from me, and I'm like, dang it. This dude's going to want to talk. I really got some work to do. And he's like, starts talking, of course. He's like, hey, what do you do? And I'm like, that exchange. And so I start telling him, bragging really like 12 stores, blah, blah, blah. Franchising maybe is our next venture. Things are growing great. Made it into a magazine a few months ago. And I'm from the South, so you have to return that gesture,
What do you do?
Yeah. What do you do? And he goes, oh, my name's Fred DeLuca. I started this thing called Subway. I have 42,000 locations. Yes. And so I immediately stopped checking email and said, oh, let's talk.
Wow.
And, from that point on, we developed a relationship, a friendship, a mentorship, and he helped me guide my way from just being this corporate store, business to a franchise entity. And he taught me so much along the way and he never charged one dime for any of it, and so it was a crazy just stroke of luck. But it was a pretty cool experience to be able to talk to him about the industry that he kind of created.